What's going on, guys? Welcome back to News to Astonishment, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. Here to talk to you about Sony supposedly courting Andrew Garfield for multiple Spider-Man projects. Now, whether that's another Amazing Spider-Man film or him making cameo appearances in future Spider-Man projects remains to be seen. But I just want to stress this out, and this is a bit of a spoiler, so if you have not seen Spider-Man No Way Home, click away from this video. But I can actually say that Andrew Garfield was one of the characters that really stood out from the film, the one that really emanated a lot of emotion into the film, and I really felt that from his performance. Although he may be my least favorite Spider-Man on screen, I felt Andrew Garfield's performance through his acting, and I honestly, there was this one scene where he was talking about how he lost Gwen Stacy and how he felt horrible and he became rageful and bitter. I kind of felt that performance from him, and a lot of the emotion was really emanating from the screen, from his performance, and I think he was one of the best parts of the movie. And even though he was only in the third act of the film, I think still his performance stood out from the rest of the cast, including Tobey Maguire and of course Tom Holland. Tobey Maguire being still my favorite Spider-Man to date. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get into the details about Sony supposedly courting Andrew Garfield to coming back into more Spider-Man projects, and I think it's rightfully so that he does come back and at least get an Amazing Spider-Man 3 film, because that's been trending on social media, and I feel, and at least a lot of us feel, that Andrew Garfield really got the short end of the stick. He got shafted by getting his Amazing Spider-Man movies canceled, and they went on to reboot the series and have Spider-Man join the MCU finally by casting Tom Holland. But anyways, let's go ahead and get to the details. Before I do that, I want you guys to go ahead and like, subscribe, and click on the bell notification so y'all don't miss anything. I post videos on a daily basis, and I do live streams at least twice a week from Tuesdays and Sundays from 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. And join my Discord. The invitation link to that is in the description box below, along with the links to my social media like Twitter and Instagram. You can go ahead and find it there. Go ahead and search it up. I post there almost every day. You guys are going to find a lot of amazing Spider-Man content there, especially on my Instagram. So let's go ahead and talk about Sony trying to get Andrew Garfield to do multiple Spider-Man projects with them. Now, none of this is officially validated, but this is only being reported as of now, so let's go ahead and read the article. Now, this is coming from the InsideTheMagic.net, and every Marvel fan is losing their mind after seeing Spider-Man No Way Home 2021 dubbed the best Marvel movie by countless critics and fans. After a multiverse adventure, numerous reports suggest that Sony Pictures are in talks to bring back superhero legend Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man for multiple upcoming projects. The multiverse is here, and coming with it was Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, previously Spider-Man, in a historic team-up that beats the Avengers level box office threat. No Way Home is on track to becoming one of the most profitable and well-received superhero movies in Marvel Collection history. Twitter is exploding with Andrew Garfield, with countless fans starting a Snyder Cut-inspired campaign to reinstate the Amazing Spider-Man 3, Garfield's canceled Spider-Man movie. Now, however, fans might not need to do a thing, as Sony is reportedly in talks bringing back Garfield for multiple Spider-Man projects. Sony is rumored to want Andrew Garfield back for multiple new Spider-Man projects, and that's already stated here in the tweet, and this is just a rumor, mind you. Since the record-breaking debut of Spider-Man No Way Home, nearly every Marvel fan has taken to social media to express their love for Andrew Garfield's portrayal and demand that he receive another Marvel movie. Now, this is the perfect way for Andrew Garfield to redeem himself. At least he already did in Spider-Man No Way Home. That was his official third appearance as the web slinger. But I feel like, again, like I mentioned before, and a lot of us feel that he's kind of been shafted, and I think he's been wrongfully so. You know, his series has been canceled. And because of the fans' responses to Andrew Garfield's performance in Spider-Man No Way Home, fans feel like he deserves another film. And I think this can possibly work. While Spider-Man can continue to stay in the MCU, we can get an alternate story where Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man progresses with more and newer stories and better adventures. And like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man complained about how he never fought an alien and he wants to fight an alien, this could probably be the perfect opportunity to throw in Venom into the mix, or have Garfield fight alien-inspired characters from the Marvel Comics. And this is a really good idea. I think I can look at it this way. The Amazing Spider-Man is his own thing, while the MCU Spider-Man is also its own thing, and this can possibly work. We had another tweet from Binge Watch This. Dear Sony, please make the Amazing Spider-Man 3 with Andrew Garfield. You know it's the right thing to do. And of course, These reports are not yet official, so go ahead and take this information with a grain of salt. Nonetheless, Sony is well aware of the fans' response to seeing Garfield and Maguire back as their Marvel characters, a multi-year journey that resulted in the second most profitable domestic box office movies in history. So Garfield's Peter Parker expressed that he wanted to fight an alien, like I mentioned earlier, and felt lame compared to Tom Holland and Tobey Maguire's respective characters during No Way Home, which I actually kind of found interesting, and there was a bit of a meta humor behind that, because a lot of people tend to feel like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man is the lamest out of the three. I mean, I can probably agree to an extent. He's my least favorite, but I don't think he's really all that lame. I think he was a wonderful Spider-Man, just not my favorite interpretation of Peter Parker overall. Fans immediately took that the alien line as the hint to Garfield's future, connecting the upcoming Morbius film to Garfield's possible next appearance as Spider-Man. And Binge Watch This again made another tweet stating, hashtag make TASM 3, just do it, Sony. And it shows a picture of Eddie Brock and of course Peter Parker in what appears to be the very same convenience store, which is really cool because the bottom image is from the Amazing Spider-Man 1 when he was in the convenience store trying to get his milk. And with rumors suggesting that Morbius is set in the Venomverse, that Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock resides, and spotting the Oscorp Tower from the Amazing Spider-Man film series, it's clear that this universe has something in common with Andrew Garfield's respective character timeline. One Marvel fan pointed it out. Do you guys remember when Andrew was talking about, I stopped pulling my punches? What if? And then it continues on saying there's no way his story is done. He was talking about how he didn't have many villains, how he felt lame, and how he didn't feel complete. Sony is setting something huge up. I think Andrew is coming back. Andrew Garfield is one of the highest trending topics on Twitter, as many are accrediting the actor for stealing the show. Garfield loved being back in the famous suit. His enigmatic energy was contagious, and fans were eating up every line he delivered to villains or fellow Peter Parker. Fans rallied together like never before to convince Sony to produce The Amazing Spider-Man 3, given that the multiverse can make any dream or nightmare a reality. There are too many good reasons not to pay off this momentous event. In No Way Home, Tom Holland, Peter Parker, Spider-Man, and Zendaya MJ are joined by Benedict Cumberbatch and the rest of the cast, and the villain with great power, Alfred Molina's Dr. Octopus. Previous Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, appear in No Way Home and shake up the entire MCU. Seeing the two characters could have more significant impact than Captain America Civil War 2016, Avengers Infinity War, and of course Endgame combined. Now, it was really something to see Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield set foot in the actual MCU. The first time I saw that, it was a little bit hard for me to process that, and I couldn't believe it was actually happening. And for so many months, for practically like this past entire year, fans have been speculating their appearances. Andrew Garfield being adamant and denying that he would appear in the film, and then he does appear in the film. Let's just face it, Andrew Garfield was a terrible liar. He's a great actor, but just a terrible liar. Overall, I'm just so happy that fans are responding in this way, so positively, want nothing but the best for Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, and I think he should totally come back. As again, like I mentioned before, the Spider-Man MCU stories can still continue to go on, where we get an alternate version of Spider-Man, and we can still continue to get the Amazing Spider-Man run, which can take place in its own universe, opening the doors for future crossover events. And I think Kevin Feige mentioned somewhere that Spider-Man is going to be one of the many few characters that will be able to cross over into other universes, which I'm also excited for. So again, if Sony decides to greenlight The Amazing Spider-Man 3 and future Spider-Man projects involving Garfield's Spider-Man, then this can open the possibilities of future crossover events at some point in the near future. So you let me know your thoughts, guys. What are your thoughts about Garfield appearing as the Amazing Spider-Man once more later on down the line? Do you think we should get an Amazing Spider-Man 3, or do you think that we should just continue on with Marvel's Spider-Man from Marvel Studios moving forward, and no other actors like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield should ever appear as Spider-Man? You comment down below with your thoughts and ideas. I'd like to read them. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notification so you don't miss videos like this. And I'll see you all in the next comic panel.